Oh, that was a rough game. You know what? Fair play to Dallas. I'm not gonna say Dallas played well. Dallas played well. There was not one bit of defense played in this game at all. Kelsey Mitchell, 30, missed the game winner. Oh, I would have lost my mind if it had gone in. Um, the Indiana Fever had two good looks to tie it up, missed both of them. Paige goes 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Paige goes 0 of 2 from the free throw line to ice the game, and she misses them. The Dallas Wings missed 3 free throws out of 4 to ice the game, and the Fever missed 2 opportunities. Like, I can't say anything more. The Fever missed 2 opportunities. Um, Caitlin in and out to tie the game. Kelsey Mitchell, it looked good. It looked good coming off her hands. Caitlin 7 of 18, Kelsey Mitchell 11 of 22. Neither of them shot well from 3. The Indiana Fever shooting 29% from 3 on the game to the Dallas Wings 52%. Look, the Indiana Fever, as crazy as this sounds, the Indiana Fever nearly won a game where their opponents shot 59% from the field and 52% from 3. Thank you so much, Post, for $10. The Indiana Fever nearly won a game where their opponents, I repeat, shot 59 and 52%. Why Paige Bueckers only took to 8-10 shots is beyond me. So the big three combination, I said 70 for the Fever big three. They got 73. The Fever had 73 points from their big three. In terms of overall efficiency, even with Caitlin's turnovers, 3 of her turnovers were from Isaiah James flops. Like, it took the refs till the fourth quarter to realize Isaiah James was running calculated flops for Caitlin Clark. But don't hate it, because look, in a year, I love how people are like 7 of 18, yikes, and it's like, well, like, that's kind of a normal-ish percentage for a game. Like, but look, if I'm being real here, Caitlin at least looked alive in the second half. She didn't look alive in the first half. She just didn't. She came out, was really good in the third, was not great in the fourth offensively, fantastic defensively in the fourth quarter, after Caitlin had the worst defensive first half I've ever seen from her. Like, she was pathetic defensively in the first half. She was exceptional defensively in the second half. Like, it was the best defensive half I think I've seen Caitlin Clark play. Her turnovers, again, it's like, the problem is with the Caitlin turnovers is that a year ago, because they were allowing people to manhandle Caitlin, you had to give Caitlin leeway on the push-off. But now they're calling Caitlin getting grabbed. So there's no leeway on the push-off, and Caitlin's natural instinct is still to push. So, look, it is what it is. One thing is a shock is that Arike Ogunbowale shot above 50%. Do you know that there was it was 2 years, 60-something games streak, where Arike didn't shoot above 50% in a game? And the Fever have allowed Arike to do that. As far as the rookies are concerned, AZ Foot was not good. Caitlin Clark, as soon as she saw AZ Foot on her, was like, cool, I'm going to the basket every time. AZ Foot was not good. Isaiah James is a much better player. Seager was fantastic in the first half. Jess Shepherd, I don't know how I call a triple-double. I was 1 rebound and 1 assist off a Jess Shepherd triple-double. The Indiana Fever suffer from a couple of things. They don't rebound, they don't play defense, and they don't create that many open looks unless it is Caitlin Clark kicking to a shooter. The only good looks that are created by the Indiana Fever are from Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston. Maisha Hines-Allen, Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, KK Timpson, Dantas, Ty Harris, Lexi Hull, Raven Johnson do not create an open shot for anyone else. The only people that create open shots are Leah Boston and Caitlin Clark. That's it. That is absolutely it. KK Timpson, I want to congratulate you. First of all, she was fantastic. And second of all, I want to congratulate her for her first competitive assist in an Indiana Fever uniform. But I'm not going to lie, if the Dallas Wings are going to shoot like that, and some of the mad shit Odyssey Sims was putting up, like Odyssey Sims to make it, I think it was like a 5-point game with a minute and a half, or 3-point game with like a minute and a half to go. Like, she literally went and shot a fall away over Caitlin's 2 hands off the board, and I'm like, man, that is just impressive. Some of the shit Arike was putting up was impressive. I thought Paige looked decent down the stretch and then just choked the 2 free throws away, but good game for Paige Bueckers. Like, that, like, a good game for Paige. Like, third best player on her team, as was Caitlin. I thought Aaliyah was the best player in the Fever. I know Kelsey Mitchell at 30. I thought Aaliyah was the best player. Kelsey Mitchell did Kelsey Mitchell things. Impressed with that. Caitlin, there was an 8-minute spell where she looked like Caitlin Clark. There was 23 minutes where she looked either horrendous on offense, horrendous on defense, or horrendous on both. Not an ideal start to the season for Caitlin, I will say. Could have been worse. Yeah, could have been worse. I've no doubt about that. It absolutely could have been worse. There are a lot of situations where it could have gone worse. Like the Indiana Fever had two opportunities to tie that game. They got two good looks, and like they shot it with confidence. Like it's tough to make a 30-foot game tying shot. Missing it is not choking. Not taking the shot, like Kelsey Mitchell doing her 360 no scope to the other team, like she did if she had done like she did against Connecticut Sun in the playoffs, that is choking. And not taking the shot is choking. Had Caitlin Clark passed up the shot where she pump faked, Paige has gone there and she shot it from 30 off the pump fake. Like it's a tough shot, but if she didn't shoot the ball there, I would be very, very concerned. But she shot it; it didn't go in. I'm much less concerned about this game now than I was in the first half. Am I concerned about the Fever overall this season? No. Like, I'm probably wrong on my thing of Dallas. I think I'm probably wrong in my assessment of Dallas coming into the season. I predicted them to be 9th. Dallas looked like an offensive juggernaut. Don't play any defense. But, like, yeah, there was a couple of, like, things in the game that they mattered at the time, like Lexi getting called for a technical foul for no reason, when she clearly fouled Alicia Clark and then just got teed up for no reason. Like Caitlin, a couple of those threes, you're like, man, like you just got to hit someone. She hit 2 in a row and then missed a good few other than that. She missed 4. She missed 3 in a row to start the game, then hit 2 in a row and missed 4 in a row. Kelsey Mitchell with the dumbest lane violation in the history of basketball. She like ran behind Leroux for no reason. She didn't put herself in advantage for a rebound, or did she put off Leroux and it gave them an extra point? And you're like, there were some dumb plays. There's some real dumb plays. Every minute Damiris Dantas is on the floor, the team looks borderline incompetent. I wonder what her plus minus was. Only -3. Caitlin Clark with a +2. Again, plus minus individual games doesn't really matter. Caitlin Clark leading the Indiana Fever in plus minus with Maisha Hines-Allen and Ty Harris. On the positives, Aaliyah Boston looks like an MVP. She looks like an MVP candidate. Kelsey Mitchell might not be a thing. Caitlin was much better in the second half. She was pathetically bad in the first half. She looked much better in the second half on both ends of the floor. She looked much more engaged. I don't know what was wrong with her in the first half. The one thing I'm concerned about is she went into the locker room to have someone look at her groin and she spent the whole game holding her groin. I hope it's just a nerve thing. Sometimes if you've been out for an injury a long time, you come back, you suddenly think you're injured again. There's some nerves playing in your regular season game versus for USA where you know you're going to win, or in preseason. For the Wings, as far as the Fever are concerned, like look, the Fever missing Mo Billings is big because it means Damiris Dantas plays 13 minutes. Like, that's the thing. The Fever missing Mo Billings is big. I thought Wack was actually pretty good in the 2 minutes she played. Leroux played in 4. If you're the Dallas Wings, I'm keeping that starting 5. I'm not going to lie. I'm moving Isaiah James into first off the bench. I'm pushing Fudd down the lineup. She's just not like, she's the 8th best player on this team, and that's being nice. Maybe a Wack when she's healthy is the 8th best player. But for the Fever, Mo Billings was a big enough loss. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough not being on this team is a detriment to the team. 0 minutes, and we were forced to play Damiris Dantas. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough being on this team is a complete detriment to the Indiana Fever, and yeah, that's what all I'll say. It is a complete detriment. But look, 2 really good looks. Neither team played great defense. The Fever did not shoot nearly as well as the Dallas Wings. Both teams had open shots. The Fevers didn't go in. The Dallas Wings did. And they still had multiple opportunities. Hustle plays from the likes of KK Timpson. Hustle plays from the likes of Aaliyah. Late in the game, Caitlin Clark hustle plays. There was just a dumb hustle play where 3 of them kind of went for the ball and they gave up an Alana Smith layup. And it's like, oh, this will make it a 3-point game. But I thought Paige was fantastic. up until about 3 minutes to go, and then it was like she hit one nice pull up, but it was like, man, multiple turnovers. And by the way, Paige Bueckers 3 times in the game came down with a rebound, turned, and got stripped. How did she have one turnover? She turned the ball over in the same way 3 times. There was a possession where Paige came down with a rebound, turned. I think it was KK, stripped her. Then the ball's there in the air, loose ball. Paige catches it and then launches it at Arike's foot. And it gets given as a Dallas team turnover. Like, Paige Bueckers literally turned the ball over 3 times. Like, and that's like 3 times in the exact same way. They gave her one turnover. The stat sheet is weird. But I'm going to be honest. Today Caitlin Clark's the third best player on the team. And if Caitlin Clark plays like the third best player on the team, the Indiana Fever aren't very good. It's as simple as that. Like, if Caitlin Clark is the best player on this team, they're going to go far. If Caitlin Clark's the third best player, they're going to make the second round again. It's kind of as simple as that. It's as simple as that.